On this question, you could definitely try to graph it by hand, but we're all about coming up with the most effective and efficient way to do the problem. So doing it by hand is not going to be most efficient. Instead, you could even use your graphing calculator. If you go to y equals, you do have the option when you scroll over here, and this is just good to know, you can press enter, and then notice if we scroll down here to line, if we change it until we have this here, that means less than or equal to, and then this one's greater than or equal to. However, you can imagine once you finish graphing these, you'll have to go back and change them back to the original settings. So probably not the most efficient in that regard. Instead, let's actually go ahead and use Desmos, which we know is in the upper right-hand corner of our software, just as it is in the Blue Book software. And I already did this problem, but let's go ahead and delete all if you had any other equations or inequalities there. And then we're gonna go ahead and type these in. So let's go to this first field, and you could use their keyboard down here if you want. I like to just use my own keyboard, so I'm just gonna type Y. However, less than or equal to is not something that's on a standard keyboard. So we're gonna go ahead and use their keyboard, and notice right here we have less than or equal to. And then if I type 2, and then I could just do the slash key on my own keyboard. And once I do so, it makes a horizontal fraction bar. I'll type the 3, I'll go to the right, and then press X minus 1, I'll press enter, and I'll do the same thing for this other inequality. So Y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 7. And keep in mind, our goal here is to figure out in which quadrant is there no solution. Now, the solutions, whenever we're talking about linear inequalities, is going to be the area that's shaded in both colors. In other words, we have both blue and that red color all here. And let's talk about quadrants. So you have quadrant 1 is in the upper right corner. Then we go counterclockwise to quadrant 2, 3, and 4. So notice you have solutions in the first quadrant. You have it in the third quadrant. You even have it in the fourth quadrant. The only place you don't have both blue and red shading is in quadrant 2, which makes the correct answer B.